that's a spicy meatball. Hi, all you healthy humans. Welcome to New Leaf Table TV. I'm your host, Chef E, and today we're making ginger meatballs in a coconut broth. These meatballs are juicy and herby, and they take a warm coconut milk bath with sauteed bok choy in a golden turmeric broth. We put this all over collagen-rich bone broth rice. This recipe is gut-friendly, skin-loving, and secretly very slurpable. So we have 1 pound of ground pork or ground beef, whichever you prefer, half of a yellow onion. We have 3.5 cups of bone broth. We're also using baby bok choy. So bok choy is in the cabbage family. It's a brassica. It's full of calcium and magnesium and vitamin K, so it's great for stronger bones. It also has lots of beta carotene and vitamin C, so it'll give your immune system a boost. We also have 1 carrot. We're using a cup of basmati rice. So compared to white rice, basmati rice is lower on the glycemic index, so it's going to keep your blood sugar more stable. We're also using a tablespoon of coconut sugar, 1 egg, a knob of ginger, some grass-fed butter for our rice, a lime. We're using fresh garlic. We're also using 1 can of full-fat coconut cream. You can also use full-fat coconut milk. So coconut cream is like heavy cream's tropical cousin. It's gonna add that rich creaminess to the dish without the dairy. It's full of MCT oils, which is great for your skin and give your brain an energy boost. And those healthy fats keep your hormones healthy and your joints cushioned. We're also using salt and pepper, some olive oil, some fish sauce, as well as ground turmeric. We're also using 2 tablespoons of ground pork rinds to add some protein, and we're gonna use those to bind our meatballs. And then to top, we have some fresh cilantro and green onions. So that's it, let's get started. Go ahead and preheat your oven to 425 degrees. Okay, let's get our bone broth rice started. So add 1 cup and 3/4 of bone broth to a pan. Go ahead and turn your heat on high heat and add your cup of rice, a tablespoon of butter, and a pinch of salt. Go ahead and stir this around, and then we're gonna let this come to a boil. Once it's boiling, we'll turn it down to simmer, cover it, and let it sit for 15 minutes on low. Okay, while our rice is heating up, let's go ahead and combine the ingredients for our meatballs. So add your pound of beef or pork to a bowl. Add 2 cloves of fresh garlic. We're gonna do about 1 inch of fresh ginger. A tablespoon of fish sauce. 2 tablespoons of pork rinds. Some salt and pepper. As well as 1 egg. Okay, our rice is boiling, so I'm gonna turn it down to a low simmer, cover it, and set a timer for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, we'll just remove it from the heat and let it sit for about 5 minutes and then fluff it up, and then it'll be ready to go. Okay, now we're just gonna mix everything together and then roll these into meatballs that are about 1 1/4 inch thick. I'm just gonna use my hands, get everything well combined, and roll my meatballs. Alrighty, get our meatballs all rolled up. I'm doing about 1.25 inch meatballs. You can do whatever size you want. Also, I don't roll my meatballs very beautifully. Not worried about how they look, more worried about how they taste. But if you want to spend your time and get them perfectly round, you can do that too. Okay, we're gonna pop these in the oven for about 10 minutes and we're gonna let them sear. After they're done in the oven, we're gonna add them to our broth, so they don't need to be fully cooked, but this is gonna give us a nice sear that's hands off and we don't have to do it in the pan. Okay, next up, we're gonna start our broth. So go ahead and take a skillet, preferably one with a little bit higher side so you have room for all your goodies inside. We're gonna add olive oil to the pan and set our heat over medium heat. I'm gonna go ahead and add my half of onion. Now I'm gonna add about 1 inch of fresh ginger. Now I'm going to add 2 cloves of fresh garlic. Okay, now just give this a stir and let it saute for a couple of minutes until it gets nice and fragrant. Now we're just going to thinly slice our 1 carrot and add it to our pan. Now add your carrots to your onions, garlic, and ginger and let it soften up for another couple of minutes. Okay, next up, we're gonna add 2 cups of bone broth, our can of coconut cream or coconut milk, tablespoon of fish sauce, a tablespoon of coconut sugar, and about a teaspoon of ground turmeric. And give this all a good stir. So now we're just gonna stir this and bring it to a gentle simmer, which is just a few bubbles rising to the top, about medium to medium-high heat. So in the meantime, our rice is completed. I moved my rice to this burner back here, and I'm just going to remove it from the burner and let it sit undisturbed for another 5 minutes. Okay, we're gonna let this simmer for about 8 minutes. In the meantime, we'll get our meatballs out of the oven, which are ready. We'll add them to our broth, slice up our bok choy, add that, and then add our toppings, and we'll be ready to eat. Okay, our meatballs are done. I'm gonna go ahead and add them to our broth. Just nestle them on in there. Now we'll just let these simmer for about 8 minutes until our meatballs are fully cooked. Okay, while our meatballs are cooking, I'm gonna slice up my bok choy and add it to my broth. I love bok choy. It's a great mild version of cabbage, and it always cooks really nicely in a broth. Now I'm just gonna nestle this right on into the broth and let it cook with the meatballs for the last 4 to 5 minutes. I'm just kind of nestling my bok choy in with my meatballs so I don't break up my meatballs. If you need to turn your heat a little higher to make for sure it's still got a good simmer going, do that. And we'll let this cook for another 4 to 5 minutes, and then we'll be ready to eat. In the meantime, I'm gonna chop up my toppings of green onions and cilantro and cut my lime in half. I'm gonna chop up my green onions. And I'm gonna chop up some fresh cilantro. Okay, perfect timing. It's been about 8 minutes for our meatballs and our broth. I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze in a whole lime over the top of my broth. Now we'll just give this a stir and we're ready to eat. It smells incredible. I hope you're smelling what I'm smelling. So here is our beautiful bone broth rice. Go ahead and take a plate and add your rice. Your rice is gonna soak up all this beautiful broth. Add a couple of meatballs and lots of this delicious broth. Now top with some green onions and cilantro. There you have it, folks, our ginger meatballs in coconut broth. Thanks for watching New Leaf Table TV. Until we dine again, farewell, healthy humans. To subscribe to New Leaf Table's meal service with 4 new featured meals every week and easy delivery through your existing Amazon Prime membership, visit our website at newleaftable.com. And also, please like this video and hit the subscribe button to follow our YouTube channel. Half of a yellow onion. We have 2 things of bone broth. One for the rice, one for the broth. We have 1, 2, 3, a cup and 3.5 cups of bone broth. Okay. Also, those healthy fats keep your hormones healthy and your joints cushioned. Was that weird? Joints cushioned. It's not in quotes. I was saying because my finger joints hurt and it keeps them cushioned. We're also using salt and pepper, some olive oil. I'm so much better earlier in the day. Turny, 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 turny. The other thing I love about this is it's fun. This grater. Yeah, I'm not a very pretty meatball roller. Guess I should be prettier for this. We are about the everyday getting it done. Get her done here at New Leaf Table. Okay, next up, we're gonna start our broth. So go ahead and take a saucepan. No, this is a skillet with high sides. Having trouble. There we go. How do we have a whole garlic? What happened? When did that happen? Runaway carrot. A tablespoon of coconut, what is this? Coconut sugar. Whew. I'm like, you know when you get done running and you're like, a wave of exhaustion hits you? That's how I feel. There you have it, folks. Yeah, okay.